What is going on, guys? Back with another video, guys. So in today's video, guys, we are looking at another tiny meme coin, which I also think has good potential. Of course, very high risk, guys. It is starting to get quite a lot of attention, and this is JUNKCOIN, right? And this is basically playing in on the hype of basically being the original name of Dogecoin, one of the forks of Bitcoin, and also ties into that whole useless coin and trash coin narrative, right? So currently around 200k in market cap. I will leave the address down below. And again, guys, when I come and I look at a small meme coin, I want it to tick a lot of boxes, right? So I want it to have hype. I want it to have that narrative behind it in terms of having a community, in terms of having a use case. And this really does tie in two very bullish narratives. Of course, when we come to being, when we've seen these OG meme coins looking to be, the first Doge, but then also tying in this new recent hype we've seen with the likes of Trash Coin, with the likes of Useless Coin, and all these other hype-based coins, right? So this one, JUNKCOIN, is a very interesting narrative, right? Also, got a decent website here. You can see here, guys, will briefly explain the reason that I think this could be a good runner. So you can see here, JUNKCOIN. JUNKCOIN is the grandfather of Doge. It has real history and is the OG of OGs. It's one of the first meme coins ever created, right? So, of course, we've seen this statement being pushed about quite a few times, but they have sort of published this sort of article from back in 2013. See here, brief explanation of Doge family tree to understand. JUNKCOIN is the parent of Lucky Coin and Bell's Coin, whose forks ultimately led to the creation of Dogecoin. So basically, what a fork means is, the fork means the coin was created, basically modifying the code. JUNKCOIN was forked from Bitcoin's code base back in the early days, right? So basically, this implies that both Dogecoin and JUNKCOIN share the same sort of code, the same DNA, if you want to call it, right? So basically, what they're looking to be and what they're looking to market as is the grandfather of Doge, right? Which is, obviously it's going to play on the hype of potentially getting in the Doge fan base in. You can see here, OG Doge is actually JUNKCOIN. Its original chain became dormant, but today reborn on Solana. So obviously the chain is dormant, and obviously we've seen this, with the likes of Betty and all these other mascot coins. They're going to be launched on Solana because at the end of the day, guys, Solana is the main chain for meme coins. It's the easiest way to get meme coins, and it's always going to be the main chain, in my opinion. So, the narrative is definitely there. They've published this sort of image here as well. They've got a gallery of, different artwork of this JUNKCOIN, and they've also got this game, which, they say will be live soon. And the other good thing I like as well, that they do have this roadmap in place to basically grow the overall community, to grow the holders. And, this is what I do like as well, right? And here you go. This is the sort of proof that they've put out of basically JUNKCOIN. Obviously, it was an original chain, original coin. But obviously they've launched this on Solana. So when you come over to the X, guys, it is also pretty small project in terms of followers, but it is getting a little bit more hype. You can see here, I've got quite a few different accounts who are covering it, different YouTubers who are covering this as well. So it could definitely be a good mover, guys, right? Because it's still very small in market cap. They've got very good artwork as well. And, I think it's one which could definitely play into the Dogecoin hype, right? We've seen with the likes of Kitty Coin, which have done well. They've had a nice pump. So, this is one that could definitely go into the millions of market cap. It all depends on just how well the hype is, but it definitely has that, narrative there. You can see here, don't lose hope when you have JUNKCOIN. So it's also tying into these community-based coins, this hype, this narrative of building a cult-like following, right? So I like the coin. I like the project. I think, of course, guys, it is extremely high risk, and you'd obviously need to do your own research. But from first impressions, it's one which could definitely be a good runner. You can see here as well. They're tying in different mascots. Pudgy Penguins, Bitty, and other meme coins as well. So mascot coins. So in terms of the character, guys, in terms of the narrative, it is definitely there. And then obviously when you consider what they have in terms of this, play on the whole Bitcoin fork and also being, the founder or the grandfather of Doge. It's an interesting play, guys, right? And it could definitely be one to keep on your radar. It has a very good name, obviously. JUNKCOIN, similar to Trash Coin, but then you also have the likes of Useless Coin. So this could definitely be a good play, guys. It's still very early, only has around 300 holders. Volume's still pretty low as well. And of course, guys, do your own research on this. But this one could be a big runner. There are other YouTubers who are picking this up, and a lot of other people are starting to cover this as well, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon for the next video.